On this episode, we're going to discuss the Omega Swatch Speedmaster MoonSwatch, the plastic watch that everybody got hyped over, including myself. And I'm going to give you guys the issues that people have been having online. I've gathered all that up for you in this short video so that you guys can have a heads up before the online release so that you know what you're getting into on this episode of It's always time. I kind of want that. Hello everyone, welcome to AvgJoeWatchReviews, where we do more than just reviews. Yes, I was one of those people that got into the hype. I wanted to get my hands on the MoonSwatch, the Omega Swatch Omega Speedmaster MoonSwatch, whatever you want to call this thing. Guys, I got caught up in it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there did too. And honestly, this is the last video I want to make on this watch. So if you take a look at the card above, you'll see that I actually made a couple videos. One of them was me going to King of Prussia Mall with my buddy Josh from the Town Watch so that we can try to get our hands on one. You'll see in the video what happened there. Look guys, I'm going to give you my 5 reasons why I've basically changed my mind about this watch, and why maybe you should too. So let's just dive in, but before we do so, please do me a huge favor and click that like button, which is the most charitable way to help support the channel. So my number one disappointment with this watch is the fact, again, we're looking at Omega. Omega's name is on this watch in collaboration with Swatch. So I'm holding this watch to a pretty high standard, because if I'm putting my personal name on something, it better be quality. And I'm just an average Joe, so I have to expect Omega to have even higher standards. So you guys might say, well, this one here is not that big of a deal, but it really is. I mean, the fact of the matter is, this watch, the Swatch, or the Omega Swatch MoonSwatch, actually has a ghost position. Yeah. Now, you would think that this particular watch would have a special movement that is especially for this particular watch. But anytime you have a ghost position on a watch, shame, shame, shame on a company, because it makes it look like there's a basically they reached into the parts bin and said, oh, we got some extra movements here, let's just throw it into this watch. To me, it's piss poor planning, and it's not a good look, because again, would Omega put out a watch that has a ghost state? Now, I know this is not an Omega, but it has Omega's name on it. And speaking of quality, we get to number 2, which is I have seen multiple videos of the crystal being scratched out of the box. Now we know that this is not an actual crystal, this is a plastic crystal, okay? And from what I understand, some people have actually pulled the plastic off the crystal and they see scratches. Another person told me that, or at least I'm sorry, in the video, that they opened up the cardboard box from the watch and it actually scuffed the crystal. This watch is way, way too touchy, guys. I mean, if you're gonna wear this thing even casually, you're gonna scratch it. It's unbelievable. It seems like it's just not built to standard. I mean, that is unbelievable and very embarrassing quality there. I mean, I know acrylic crystals that don't scratch like that. That is just absolutely insane. And that is just, there's just no excuse for that. So I'd be afraid to even wear the darn thing. Yeah, sure, you could put Polywatch on it and you may be able to get some of these scuffs out, but man, I'd be afraid to wear this thing. And speaking of being afraid to wear this watch, that leads me to number 3, which is the water resistance. Now, I'd be afraid to wear this thing even in the rain. And I know I'm being a little bit, sarcastic here, but we're looking at a 30-meter water resistance, which is really, basically a rating for washing your hands, maybe getting a little bit of splash of water on, but this is not made for swimming. This is not made for any kind of water activity whatsoever. So if you want to take this watch to the beach, which, look, this looks like a beach watch. This looks like a watch that you would take out to the pool or somewhere where there's probably some water activities. And with a 30-meter water resistance and with the crystal scratching the way it does, you might just want to keep this watch behind a glass and just admire it from you have that little boundary there, because I'm afraid if I even breathe on it, I might scratch it. So that's going to lead me to reason number 4, and that is the strap. Now, you guys will say, well, the strap's not a big deal, and yeah, in a lot of cases it is, but I mean, guys, you're paying $260 for something. I mean, what are you paying for? Just the Omega logo on the darn thing, or the fact that it looks like a Speedmaster? You're not getting anything here of quality. I mean, even the strap, I see a bunch of people just throwing the strap aside and putting something else on. They couldn't even get the strap right. Which leads me to number 5, which is going to be my final rant of the day, and that is the fact that there is actually color bleeding onto the skin of the wearer. And granted, it seems like the only watch that's doing it is the Neptune, which is the blue watch, but nevertheless, it's still an unexcusable fact, especially again, even coming from Swatch. I would not expect that from Swatch, let alone have an Omega's name. And I think the whole point of this video is the fact that if you're Omega and you're putting your name on this watch, you definitely want to make sure that this is a quality piece that's going out. Now, I know at the end of the day, Swatch watches are plastic watches, but I do not know them to be such fragile pieces like this one in particular. Alright, so I lied. There actually is a 6th reason. Reason why I said 5 in the beginning was simply because when I do the thumbnail, I usually do a selfie and I need the one hand and I can only do a 5, but there's actually a 6th reason. And what's that reason? Well, the misalignment of the chronograph hand. Guys, there's no excuse for this. I would not expect this from Swatch, let alone Omega. There's no excuse for that. That's a quality control issue that really should not have gotten through quality control. Shame, shame, shame on Swatch for allowing this to happen. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, well, it's a $260 watch. You're being a little bit tough on this watch. I named you guys a laundry list of things that are wrong with this watch. And, there's guys out there that would give a hard time to a $100 watch. This is a $260 watch, guys. You can get a lot of watch for $260, especially in the micro brand space. You can also buy quite a few Seikos with this particular money, so there's absolutely no excuse whatsoever for these QC issues. So, guys, that's my 2 cents. You can keep the change. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I wanted to keep this short and just kind of give you guys as a heads up as to some of the complaints that I've seen online. And that's all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching, and always remember that there's always time to be kind to one another. Please take care of each other, and I'll see you guys next time on Average Joe Watch Reviews. God bless, my friends.